What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from Flights and Gaming. Today, we're doing a flight with Sun Express in the BeyondATC 737 800, and we're flying from Dalaman to Frankfurt. This is a rear-wheel flight flown by Sun Express. Sun Express is it's a joint airline with I think Turkish or with Turkey and Germany. I believe they're also a low-cost carrier. They operate, you know, different routes all across Europe. Want to fly back into, I guess, the western part of Europe, and I had actually come across a pretty decent Freeware Frankfurt International, which we're going to be checking out. There is no good, decent payware scenery as of yet, but the Freeware version, I'll go ahead and I'll link everything down in the video description at the end of this video. I believe the Aerosoft Frankfurt's coming out sometime, probably in the next couple months or so. There already is a Frankfurt International done by Feel there,
crew has boarded.
And it's
Passengers boarding started.
It's not that good. So the Freeware version is heavy on frames. I'm using the Frame Gen mod, so you'll see, you know, once we get there, if it's raining or anything like that in Frankfurt, the frames are going to be pretty heavy. I'm going to get about 50 FPS, even with Frame Gen mod. So there are ways to sort of work around that. You can remove static aircraft, I believe, but anyway, you can follow all that in the description on flightsim.to. This flight's about 3.5 hours long. You know, the weather looks pretty decent here in Dalaman. We're going to go ahead and get the aircraft up in the air. We are flying with BeyondATC once again. There is no live ATC in this region of Turkey. And in terms of VATSIM, I was actually going to hop on VATSIM, but there is no controllers on pretty much at all on our depicted route. So we'll keep it fresh with a little bit of live ATC, or not live ATC, with some AI ATC. There has been a recent update with BeyondATC, and we'll check it out and kind of see what's going on. But anyways, jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this thing ready to go here. Got GSX doing GSX things. Aircraft's yapping at me to get it all loaded up. Let's go ahead and request data. Lima Tango Bravo Sierra. I think we're at like gate 40B. Gate 40B. Let's see if this works. 40B, beautiful. GPS left, go ahead, plug that in the IRS, pause, beautiful. Our depicted route here, Lima Tango Bravo Sierra, and we're going Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. And today's call sign, Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec. Plug that in there. Flight plan request from SimBrief, set fuel and payload, beautiful. I have flown this flight with BeyondATC already. I guess one thing that BeyondATC can work on, so the approach that we're going to be doing for 2.5 left in Frankfurt is actually pretty long. You know, you can simply vector us down to 4,000, vector us around in for final, but I guess the program doesn't know to do that.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Beautiful. That's all set up here. Let's come over to our departure index. We are departing on the Kiki 1 Charlie departure for runway 19. Execute. Come back over to the arrival tab here.
Hello. Hello.
And we are arriving on the Petit 4 Alpha. Petit 4 Alpha for 2.5 left. ILS 2.5 left. Current landing runways, and we're going to go trans Delta Foxtrot 626. Execute that. Beautiful. We'll have a quick look at our waypoints here as usual. Bravo Sierra 104, Bravo Sierra 105, 106. Avzat, Kiki. guess what I can do here is flip this over and kind of have a look at what we're doing. Pretty straightforward here. Coming into the arrival. And that's sort of the arrival here. As you can see, we're going to go shoot across, around, downwind, and then vector for final. That looks fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. Come back over to the init tab here. We'll finish up our stuff. Zero fuel weight, estimated zero fuel weight, 57.9 kg or 57,940 kg. Reserves 1.1. Cost index 2.6. Climbing up 34,000 feet. The wind's 207 at 17. Transalt is 12,000. We'll listen to ATIS. It changes, obviously, based off of what the actual ATIS is. Right now, 12,000. We'll just keep it in there. N1 limit. Runway 19er. Import from aircraft. Import weather. Calculate. Flaps 5 takeoff. Rating is takeoff. Trims 5.75. 44, 46, and 50. Pretty heavy on today's flight. We're doing about a 3.5 hour flight. Trims 5.75. So far, mixed reactions with BeyondATC. I know it's, a lot of streamers, for the most part, aren't really showcasing it. It's definitely nicer to fly on VATSIM. I don't think we're gonna get altitude here, so we're just gonna go ahead and plug in. We'll say 14,000. QNH 1011. $190 runway heading. Let's go ahead and plug all this in. Beautiful. Looks like we are ready to go here. Let's go ahead and get the APU . 34,000 feet airport elevation in Frankfurt. 350-ish. Doors. We want doors. Close them doors. Come down to the box here. Let's see what our ATIS is. 12735.
Level 1 TVO 0. Adrese on initial contact you have information kilo.
Kilo.
Dalaman Airport Information Kilo 1 TVO Five 0 Zulu Wind TVO Five at Sea Fake Cloud at DJ Towsan G-Link 12 Towsan Broken Temperature TVO 7 B.17 QNH 1011 Landing and departing runway 19er.
There we go. One
Transition level 1 TVO 0.
We'll go over to ground here. We'll get tower in here as well. There's no clearance delivery here. Go ahead and request clearance from ground. Dalaman ground, hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, requesting IFR to Frankfurt with information kilo.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, Dalaman ground, thanks for information kilo, expect runway 19er, Kiki 1 Charlie departure. Squawk 1445.
Clear to Frankfurt via the Kiki 1 Charlie departure. We'll expect a runway 19 for departure. Squawk 1445 Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec.
Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Call you when ready for push and start. Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec. Thanks. Squawk
You're welcome.
1445. They didn't
Have
give
a
us,
great flight.
They didn't give us altitude clearance, which is fine. According to our charts here, which I'll pull up momentarily, we got to be above 12,000 at AVSAT. Let's go ahead and set up the pushback. Let's open up Navigraph here. Here's our departure. Runway heading over to Bravo Sierra 104. We got to be at max 250 on the speed, above 1250 feet. And then
Hello, Captain.
pretty straightforward. We're going to be above 12,000 before we hit AVSAT. Hopefully by then we'll hit departure. Departure will clear us up to a higher altitude. The winds are variable at 2 currently in Dalaman. A few clouds at 3,000 feet, scattered at 18,000. It's currently 31 degrees, altimeter 1010. Information
Departure
kilo.
checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful mountains in the background. This is actually a very nice airport. MM Simulations. I think in the last video I said M&M Simulations. MM Simulations, they're a pretty decent competitor for some of the scenery here. As you can see, look at that terminal. It's a beautiful looking terminal. And ground, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, request push and start, please. Did we crash? Let's see. 21.9, let's try it again. And ground, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, request push and start, please. Stand 40 Bravo. One 21.9er. We are there. Don't know why it's not responding. Let's try it again. Dalaman ground, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Ready for push and start, please.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, Dalaman ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Pushback approved. Face north, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. I don't know if it was a phraseology term there that I was using that they weren't quite understanding. Quick edit pushback. Let me see here. Let me see. Let's get this situated here.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. start at wheel.
20% N2, ladies and gents, before we introduce that fuel. Beautiful.
Please set parking brakes.
Our brakes are set.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
I think that's flaps 5. Yep, flaps 5 indicated. VNav, LNav, beautiful. Dalaman ground, Sun Express 8, Julia, Quebec, ready for taxi, runway 19.
Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec, scenery at this airport contains unusable taxi pass data. Runway 19er, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Cool, cool. Taxi at pilot's discretion, Sun Express 8, Julia, Quebec. Okay, ladies and gents, let's open up Navigraph here. Have a look at our taxi routing. We're pushed back over here. I guess we'll go Alpha 1. Alpha 1 Alpha will hold short of runway 19er. And that's about it. Let's get on out of here.
Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec, contact Dalaman Tower 128.9er.
Contact Tower 128.9er, Sun Express 8, Julia, Quebec. Contact Tower when we get to the holding short point. One 2605. It's going to be our departure frequency. Hold short of the runway, and then we'll go ahead contact tower. What do we got here? We're on tower frequency 126.05. That's our departure frequency. Dalaman Tower, hello. Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Holding short, runway 19er at Alpha.
Sun Express EYT Juliet Quebec, Dalaman Tower, Wind TVO TVO ve ATC, Dünyay Van Miner, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Go ahead, line it up. It says the winds are 225 at 6. Navigraph showing variable at 2. So let's see. All right, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff. Let's get going. Throttle's up 40%. Make sure all of our lights are on. Yep, we're lit up. And total.
Positive rate of climb.
You're going up. Keep that bitch 20 degrees. Beautiful.
Sun Express EYT Juliet Quebec, contact Dalaman Departure 1 TVO decimal 0 FIVE.
Contact departure 126.05, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Thanks. And departure, hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Flight level 22. Full flaps.
Aircraft calling, Saitek.
Oh my god. Give me a second here. We're gonna go flaps up. What's this FMC thing? Holy smokes. Dalaman departure. Hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. 2500 climbing for flight level 4000.
Sun Express EYT Juliet Quebec, Dalaman Departure, identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. (170). We keep getting this message here. Unable, it said, to do, I think, a certain speed. That's okay. Let's get the bitch back up here. Beautiful. I almost said flight level 220. But I meant to say 2200. Oh, bumpy coming out of here. ahead, stick it in autopilot. Beautiful. One 170. We're climbing out to. Here's the coast of Dalaman. Beautiful. It's actually a pretty cool approach. If you're landing runway 19 in Dalaman, you kind of come off. There's a couple approaches that you can do. If you do the, which one do you have to do here? Hold on one sec. Let me see. I think it's the NDB. Sorry, it's the RNP runway 19 approach. You come in offset, which is actually pretty cool, and you're pretty much turning final almost last minute. Pretty cool approach. It's the only approach that BeyondATC recognizes for that approach. There are two approaches you can do. You can do a Loke 19 approach, but it just doesn't recognize the waypoints and the altitude constraints. Let me get back in the aircraft here. 10,000 feet. 12,000, I believe, is trans. So we'll keep her going. If you're enjoying the video, ladies and gents, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you have not, Transal, go ahead. Standard pressure is now set. Beautiful. We're just waiting for a handoff over to center. Center will be on 119.3. .3. When we are set, we will be sent off.
Snipres EYT Juliet Quebec. Contact İstanbul Radar Van Miner Decim Altiri.
Contact Istanbul Center 119.3. Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec.
All aircraft ve adressed information Lima Norjura.
Istanbul Center, hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, climbing flight level 150 for 170.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, Istanbul radar contact, climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight level 340, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. There we go, ladies and gents, 34,000, that's our cruise out. Beautiful. Plug that in. Fantastic. All right. Take the aircraft up 34,000 feet. I'll catch y'all on the descent into Frankfurt. Like I said, we are viewing a freeware scenery, flightsim.to. It's actually pretty decent, I must say. But anyways, hope you enjoy the little cinematic cruise video, and I'll catch y'all on the descent. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for coming out. Peace. ladies and gents, welcome back to the second half of the video. We are on the descent into Frankfurt. We're just passing flight level 250. We are on the Petit 4 Alpha RNAV arrival for runway 25 left. Few clouds at 4,600 feet in Frankfurt. Should have a pretty normal approach. Now, this Petit 4 Alpha RNAV approach is quite long. As you can see, there's, it's quite busy here with the waypoints. One of the things I was noting, I kind of wish that BeyondATC would sort of take that into consideration and, maybe vector us away from the arrival for final, but, we're not quite there as of yet. But anyways, we are on Frankfurt Center at the moment. They've cleared us down to 11,000 feet. Let's open up Navigraph here. Have a look at this basic arrival here. So we are passing Olali, and right now we are making our left turn for Inboss. Spezza, we have to be at 11,000 feet. And then basically we're just going to follow this path up here to Delta Foxtrot Delta Foxtrot 406. Kind of come around like this on a base, onto downwind. For final transition is Delta Foxtrot 626. As you can see, runway 25 left. Once we hit that, I think we're going to be about 30 miles out, if I'm not mistaken. So if you calculate here, you got 4, 8, 12, 16. There's already, 20 miles and then some. So it's going to be, quite the arrival, and it's pretty long, but pretty straightforward. BeyondATC is working well with this arrival. I can't really complain. The weather information is as follows. The winds are 250 at 12. Visibility 10,000 meters or greater. A few clouds at 4,600 feet. It's 21 degrees. Altimeter 1011. We have information echo on board. That's what we are being told according to Frankfurt's ATIS. Now, the rear-wheeled aircraft parked at, I think it was Bravo 43. It might be Bravo 41. I had done this flight already with BeyondATC. I didn't get parking to those gates. They gave me Victor 134, and taxi instructions were a little bit, jacked up here. They wanted us to go Lima 9 to Lima, but I realized you can't turn left into this, parking spot on Lima. You actually have to continue on November, and then on November 5, and then make your way in. So let's see what happens. Maybe I can request a gate over there. We will see. Beautiful. Let's get rid of that. So information echo is present. We are descending beautifully on the VNAV here. Transalt is 5,000 feet. Now for our next flight, I'm thinking we might hop back into the Flight Sim Studio E-Jets. I want to do some, I guess, Nordic ops flights. I want to fly Finnair. I got a nice flight planned out from Helsinki over to Tromsø up in Norway. I'd like to get that done. We've done some flights here with the PMDG 737. It's always a great aircraft to fly. But we're going to hop back in the Flight Sim Studio E-Jets. We're going to stay in Europe for the time being. We do a lot of American flights, North American flights, so we'll hang out here for a bit. Not sure what else is in store. See what happens from there. Maybe we'll go over to Ireland, Scotland, we'll see. Maybe do some UK ops, but we're going to be doing the next couple of videos with the with the Flight Sim Studio E-Jets. There has been a recent update with the aircraft. They've also added the, I think it's the E195 Freighter, or E190 Freighter. I'm not going to really check that out. They haven't done any deliveries yet. I think we're expecting deliveries, not Air Canada or anything like that, but I believe there are some airliners, might be in Brazil, can't remember exactly where, that are expecting deliveries, I think 2024, possibly 2025. So there's no real routes out for it yet. I'm not going to be hopping in the freighter. I'm not interested with the freighter, but we'll probably hop in with Finnair and the E190 LR and get back doing some E-Jets ops. Now, still no VNAV implemented yet. Hopefully by the summertime, we'll see. And then hopefully PNDG will release their 777 soon. I know back in March, Randall had explained that they're about 2 months away, which would anticipate for a May release, but no release has been announced. No release date has been announced, and he said when they announce one, it'll be about 2 weeks' time. So we're not getting the aircraft in May, unfortunately. We're hopefully June, possibly July or August. See what happens. I've given up on the Aerosoft A330. I'm not even interested in flying that aircraft anymore. They've taken way too long with that, plus no news. So, yeah. It's kind of what we have planned here. Let's have a look at some wing views here. It's beautiful out here. I feel like this wing view is a little bit different from this wing view. Let me see if I can fix that. Beautiful. Nice left-hand turn. Fantastic. Beautiful day out here. Can't complain. Did a flight yesterday with this pouring rain. Pouring rain. Almost did an auto land. That's how bad it was. And we are checking out Freeware Frankfurt scenery. This is Freeware. It's not bad. You know, I'm not a big fan of Freeware stuff, other than livery. But you know, I know there's some big name Freeware stuff out there. There was a Gatwick Airport, and I believe there is a Doha scenery as well, or Abu Dhabi. I think it's Doha. I can't remember. So this one is not bad. It's almost got 100,000 downloads. It's only been out a month. That's how desperate this sim is for Frankfurt. That's how desperate it is. Still, you know, the MSFS 2024 is coming out in August or September. A lot of different airports we don't have yet. 12,000 feet coming up on it. We'll keep the speed for now. Kind of do this little bend here. It's kind of weird.
Express et Juliet Quebec, Kontakt Langenradar Apo 836.13.
Contact Frankfurt approach 136.13, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Let's go ahead and tune over to approach. Frankfurt approach, hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, Petty for Alpha RNAV arrival, flight level 1000.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, verify information echo.
We have information echo, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, Langen radar approach. Good day, QNH 1011, expect the ILS runway 25 left with the DF626 transition.
We'll expect the ILS 25 left approach with the Delta Foxtrot 626 transition, QNH 1011, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1011, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. There we go, we're descending down to 4,000. Beautiful. Landing lights will come on. Fantastic. Make sure we got our stuff set up in here. Okay, we got our minimums. 561 is set. We also have our VREF there. Flaps 30, landing 145 plus 5. That all looks good. We got a couple fixes plugged in as well. And it's going to be a slow descent now to 4,000 feet. We're going to keep the speed up till we get downwind. And let me sync my heading here just in case maybe they'll give us a vectoring approach. I don't think they're going to, but so one thing I've noticed, anytime you're contacting or you get handed over to approach, they want to make sure you have ATIS information. Not really something I've practiced on VATSIM, nor was I told of it. But good to know. Good to know. Okay, I think I screwed up my keybinds here. I only have the right wing engine view. We'll worry about that later. Or you know what, maybe I could do it now. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. Let's come back in a little bit. Let's get that landing light in there as well. Beautiful. Nice clear day. I got some cloud coverage ahead of us. I hope that's not going to be hovering over top of the actual airport, because that might be a pain. I kind of want to showcase the scenery. I want everybody to kind of see it. So I don't think it is. No, the airport is off to our right. Sorry, our left. There somewhere. Not good at spotting things when up in the air, I'll be honest. Let me make sure I got no speed restrictions. Negative, no speed restrictions. We'll keep her trucking. We are on approach. We're gonna go ahead and sync tower, just to get ourselves prepared. Enjoying the content, ladies and gents, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. We are approaching 1,200 subs on the channel. Getting up there. kind of a really weird approach in my opinion. I don't think they do this in real world. I'm pretty sure you get a nice vector for final.
All aircraft be advised, information Foxtrot now current. QNH 1011.
Ten miles. I'm heading at 246. Going down to 4,000 feet here. We're not going to get vectored. I'm going to go ahead and sync our heading for final. Fantastic. 5,000 feet is trans alt, if I'm not mistaken. If I go here, I know I plugged it in. 5,000 feet trans alt. Beautiful. Told y'all it's a long approach. It's all good though. I want you guys to comment at the end of this video. Curious to know what your opinions are about the airport. I am going to showcase it after we taxi to the gate and start deboarding. I am going to showcase the scenery. It's not bad. They claim for everything to be updated as per current, I guess, current way that Frankfurt looks, so I wouldn't know. I don't know what Frankfurt looks like. The Asobo released version is just absolutely trash in my opinion. Absolutely trash. A lot of scenery is still yet to be desired in this simulator. BM World and AvSim or AmSim just released San Francisco today, I believe. Getting a lot of mixed reactions with that airport. A lot of mixed reactions. Not everybody's too happy about that developer, and you know, I don't know why. It's a perfectly fine airport. I got some scenery from BM World and AmSim. I got Phoenix, Sky Harbor. I have Miami International. But people are just disappointed with the quality and texturing. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. We'll see. You know, Flightbeam is supposed to have their own version of San Francisco coming out, but we don't know when. It's been, in development for quite some time. There is an Asobo handcrafted one. Captain Canada just flew into it, but not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. waiting for somebody to do a review on that airport, and then you know, we'll consider purchasing it. I want to do some West Coast ops as well. Maybe we'll get into Phoenix. We'll do some Frontier ops, or we'll do some Spirit ops or something. Now we're on just about downwind. We're going to go downwind, and then we should be cleared. We're not on downwind yet, but we'll be cleared. The Delta Foxtrot 626 approach. ENAV still doing its thing. We're descending down 4,000 feet. As you can see, airport is about, I'm gonna say, 15 miles behind us, and it's a long downwind for final. We're still doing about 250. I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing her down. Get the speed back to about 230. Beautiful. Let's go back outside. Oh man, just the scenery out here in Europe. Fantastic, fantastic. I do have Rex Accu Seasons. I'm not sure if it's actually populating into the simulator. It's supposed to be automatic. I don't normally start the app up prior to loading in MSFS. So I'm hoping it's kind of idling in the background. I hope this is Rex Accu Season. It looks great. Stuttery there. Like I said, this scenery is pretty heavy on frames. You can remove static aircraft, I believe. I thought I had read in some of the comments. People were wondering if they could and if it would help with the performance. Now, we are on the frame gen mod, so we should get about 50 FPS, which is not terrible. You know, it's not terrible. Keep an eye on the plane here. Once we start our turn for final, we're going to go ahead and slow down to about 210 knots. Some windows out there, look at that. See if I can get a nice view.
Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec. Clear direct DF626 across DF626 at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 25 left.
Clear direct Delta Foxtrot 626 cross Delta Foxtrot 626 at or above 4,000. Clear the ILS 25 left. Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec. Got all that. Look at that. Go ahead and execute that. Let's get the bird down to about 210 on the speed. Don't worry about this message. We're about 30 miles out. Got some time. Now, I wonder how BeyondATC is going to implement traffic into this. I wonder what they're going to use in terms of AI traffic injection. Trans level is 5,000, by the way. What that message was. Drag required after Delta Foxtrot 680. No, it's not required because we'll be, they want us to be at 220. It just says max 220, so I could probably clear that. Doesn't change anything. Now, this is kind of an offset approach here. So, we're going to be coming in off of about a 2-degree angle for final. We'll probably be at a heading of 247 or 248 once we make this turn here for final. And then we'll veer back to the left at 246. Should all be normal. 5,400 feet. I'm going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and sink. QNH 1011. Direct, so the missed approach, direct to Delta Foxtrot 290, max 220 on the speed, then direct Delta Foxtrot 685, climb on course, heading 237 to 5,000, and turn left, direct. Charlie Hotel Alpha at 5,000. See what happens. Contact tower momentarily. Come back down here. We'll make sure everything is all plugged in, set. Beautiful. Wait for that little glide slope indicator to come in. We're out there. I think we're going here. Double check my ILS frequency. I have 111.15. Yep. Beautiful. There's that glide slope diamond there. Maintain 4,000 for now. And you can see we are left of the Yoke. Left of the Yoke, so the aircraft is going to kind of wander in. Pretty sure all the photogrammetry has been updated here in Frankfurt as well, if I recall. Some buildings out there. I'm wondering if that's all part of the update. About I think 15 miles out now. Close to it. Probably 18 miles out. Nice, beautiful, clear day in Frankfurt. Kind of happy that the weather has sort of shaped up. Get a nice clear approach. I got the runways in front of me now, about 15 miles out. That Yoke is starting to come in as we come in on that final approach course. Go ahead, hit that approach mode. And the aircraft's going to wander and look for that Yoke. We're on the glide now. We're going to go ahead flaps 1. And 190 on the speed. .5,000 feet indicated. Speed brakes are armed.
Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec. Contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5.
Contact Tower 136.5, Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec. And Tower, hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, ILS 25 left.
Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, Frankfurt Tower, wind 255 at 12, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Clear to land, ladies and gents. Let's get everything all plugged up here. Let's go ahead and get that gear down. Help with the aircraft slowing down. Coming in a little bit spicy right now. Flaps 15. Flaps will help the aircraft slow down. And we're going 150 on the speed. About 5 miles out. We're going to go 150. Keep her coming down. Flaps 25. And flaps 30. Gear down, 3 green, flaps 30 indicated. Speed's coming back. We're about 1,000 feet above. All of our signs are on, ladies and gents. Let's enjoy this arrival. By aircraft. My throttles.
1,000.
1,000 checked. Showing 1 white and 3 red. Go. Get a nice headwind coming down the runway.
500. 400. 300.
Getting thrown all around here. Holy smokes. I don't know what happened there.
Approaching minimums.
Little wind change.
Glide slope.
Don't worry about that.
Glide slope. Minimums.
Continue.
$100.
Messy approach, but we're back.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
First coming out. 216 on the touchdown landing there. Oh, what happened? We just kind of got all out of whack there, but that's okay. Good landing. I'll take it. And 70 knots.
Sun Express E Juliet Quebec, exit right at Mike 17.
Exit right, Mike 17, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. I think it's right here. Speed brake and flaps going up. And Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec cleared. Runway 25 left.
Sun Express E Juliet Quebec, contact ground 121.965.
Contact ground 121.965, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. 121.
Aircraft killing, beat not copy.
Contact ground 121.965, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec.
Sun Express E Juliet Quebec, he did get that.
He didn't get that, that's okay, we'll switch over. And ground, hello, Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. Vacated runway 25 left, Mike 17.
Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec, welcome to Frankfurt Main Airport. Seid parking or advise if need assignment.
Okay, let's see if they give us... Bravo 41, Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec.
Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec, sei again got the number.
Gate B41, Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec. This is going to be an issue.
Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec, Gate Bravo 41 taxi via Mike 17, Mike 8. Hold short runway 25 center.
Taxi to gate B41 via Mike 17, Mike 8, hold short runway 25 center, Sun Express 8 Juliet Quebec. Beautiful. Got our assignment here. That gate did not work before, so I'm kind of glad it did. So Bravo, what did I say, 41? Yeah, a little messy approach there, that's okay. You know, we kind of do what we got to do. We're going to go ahead and make a right turn onto Mike. And like I said, we'll go ahead and showcase this scenery. It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. And I'm using FrameGen mod, as you can see. We're getting about 55 FPS. So it's, like I said, it is heavy on frames. Going down almost to the end here. We're looking for Mike 8. We're going to hold short. And I should do this. Got to get used to doing that. Got to get used to doing that. So I think when you're, for those having issues with gate assignments, and if there's a letter in front of it, try not to say, you know, for example, Bravo 41. B41, he seemed to understand. Let's see if we can get, there we go. Now, for those of you who know this airport inside out, I want y'all to, in the description, let us know. Let us know if this is good Freeware Frankfurt. Because to me, it's not bad. You can easily pay probably €10 for something like this. In my opinion, the grass, the taxiways and the paintings, the ground markings are a little too vibrant for me. They don't look super real. See a lot of similarities, you know, in Southern America with how a lot of the devs have made their stuff, but yeah, it seems a little vibrant for me. But it works, you know, for the time being. Should be Mike 10 coming up on the left. We're going to go one more. Mike 8.
All aircraft be advised information Golf now current, QNH 1011.
It's a thick German accent. Didn't understand a word he said. So a couple things to note with this airport, other than, you know, obviously some of the building textures. The ILS worked flawlessly. I was very happy about that. Some really good devs out there on Flight Sim TO that create decent stuff. Make a left. I don't think he's going to send us across. I believe we're going to have to let him know we're holding short. And ground Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec, holding short, runway 25 center on Mike 8.
Sun Express 8 Juliet, Quebec, cross runway 25 center at Mike 8. Continue taxi via Mike 8, Lima 5, November 3.
Cross runway 25 center at Mike 8. Continue taxi via Mike 8, Lima 5, November 3 for Sun Express 8, Juliet, Quebec. So we're going straight across to our gate now. Go ahead and speed across there. Transponder can come off. Beautiful. And here we go. So now the taxiway textures look a little bit better, in my opinion. And look at that. BeyondATC taxied us right to where we need to be. I like this. This is where the real-world aircraft last deboarded from. This is why we're going over to Bravo 41. Keep in mind, you know, some of the things that we do on this channel aren't real-world. Definitely gate-to-gate routes is something something I try to make sure we do. I'm not, you know, super familiar with aircraft, you know, systems and things like that, but try to keep things as pretty decent. Tell me this doesn't look better than the frickin' Asobo handcrafted bullshit. This is not too bad, in my opinion. This looks like something out of sim add-ons or something. I don't know if the jetways are going to attach. I haven't tried that, but we're over here at the end. I'm pretty sure there's a jetway here. I think this is where we're going. Let's go ahead and kill that light, and we're looking for Bravo 41. I don't know if these are numbered or not, so let me get this thing slowed. Bravo 43. Okay, the ground is numbered. Beautiful. There is a marshaller right at our gate. Ain't that fantastic? Not too crazy about the window textures here. I don't know if this is how it looks like, but again, it's still better than the Asobo crap and the Feel There crap too, 100%. See where he puts us. That looks freaking close. Okay, APU is on. APU bleed coming on. Beautiful. We'll shut down the engines. Come back upstairs here. Packs. Probe heats. Keep in mind, this is not real world. Forgot to do this. There we go. Nothing to see. And let's see if this works.
The boarding requested.
Jesus. I mean, it's not bad. There we go, everything connects. Beautiful, ladies and gents. How's that? Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. So, let's go do some sightseeing, shall we?
Passengers, the boarding started.
Let me speed up the drone here. This is Terminal 2. Hey, there's that DX-12 crap kicking in again. And it's gone. Terminal 2 looks not too bad in my opinion. You know? How can you not get this? You know what I mean? We're over here. We're at Terminal 1. This is Terminal 1. I think DX-12 is doing its thing again. Yes, it is. DX-12 is coming in and out. This is all Terminal 1. Right? This building looks pretty good. No? Slow down the speed here. This is a hangar, I believe, for Lufthansa. We got some static aircraft here on the ground. Performance a little wonky. There's a 747. They should edit that and make it a Lufthansa livery. My opinion. There's some more 747s here. This might be the reason for a lot of the performance problems. And you can see some of the painted textures here. I don't know if that's part of the scenery or not. I'm not too worried about that. That don't matter. For anybody wanting to do, I think this is cargo. Anybody wanting to do cargo. You know, Lufthansa cargo. It's not bad. You know? A little stuttery there, because we're just moving away. Not too bad, you know. This is sort of what the airport kind of looks like. I don't know what's down there. I've never been down there. Probably general aviation or whatnot. But hey, you know, some freeware here. Can't really complain. It's free, absolutely free. And I gotta say, it's not bad. This could easily be payware. €10. You know, I would say you can catch this flightsim.to. I'll go ahead and I'll link it in the description. Jetway is no longer attached, so I think that's just a issue on my end. But anyway, ladies and gents, thank you for spending the time with me today on this journey from Dalaman over to Frankfurt. We are going to be going back into the Flight Sim Studio E-Jets. Plan is Helsinki over to Tromsø. That could change, we'll see, but more than likely we are going to be up in the northern part of Europe, so stay tuned for that. That'll be released sometime next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, ladies and gents. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Live stream is happening. I'm telling you it's happening. I keep talking about it, you know. But everything's ready to go. Like I said, we're still waiting on a schedule. I don't know yet. Maybe next Sunday we'll do something. Anyways, peace and love, ladies and gents. Peace.